This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in pregame with the Marshall head coach. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. We get a look at Shelton Sampson Jr. We'll keep our eyes on him all game long. The quarterback's telling us that he is going to be a problem. Back to throw, it's McClung. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Selling the fake. Got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Moves the pocket. It's McClung. Throws quickly. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Meadows. And into the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cavaliers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Julian Lewis, a quarterback that was highly sought after, and I think we're going to see the reason why in this one. Using his legs, it's Lewis.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Play action with Lewis. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The sure hands, it's Abdullah. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Lewis. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Now on first down from the 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Left side is Sampson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Back to throw, it's McClung. Stepping to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Long way to go on second down. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Drops back on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one that works.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play fake, Lewis. Right side, it's Lewis. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Here's Lewis to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun on third down, Lewis. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lewis wants to pass. The screen, he can go. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Lewis. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown. There he goes! At the 20. Touchdown, Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little
interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He takes it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick six right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Lewis on the play action. They're all over him. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on third down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
Wants to keep it in the air. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Under pressure. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Hold it, fight. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Play action with Lewis. Rush right in his face. Spits it out to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Here comes the heat. Makes a deep grab. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Sets his feet. It's McClung. Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Trying to take it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Wide open on the right. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Max got it on the screen. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Escapes the pressure going right. Inside the 25. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Marshall lines up just needing a few inches on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Looking downfield, it's McClung. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Buying a little time to his left. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurd! They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for space, it's Lewis. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Throwing, Lewis. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. Follows his block. It's Lewis. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Lewis to throw. Way off target there.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up an incomplete.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 50. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Play fake, Lewis. Tight end finds a soft spot.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, in that situation, that just worked out perfectly for the defense. It was 3rd and 1, and I'm not so sure that was a pass blitz. That might have been a run blitz. That might have been the defense just trying to add an extra body in the gap, expecting run. Quarterback held on to the football, and that worked out perfectly for the D.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. From the gun, it's Meadows. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's loose down the middle. Inside the 30. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Marshall.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Lewis. Caught in the backfield. It's Abdullah. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside. It's Lewis. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Unleashes one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way back from the 20. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Thundering Herd sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered. Over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Drives inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 111 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The run inside. It's Meadows. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll take a shot. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They march 78 yards down the field, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Taken down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Herd! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Floyd. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Finds his target. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. 2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Slings it downfield. Nearly intercepted.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Thundering Herd sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the
wide open spaces. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Setting up the screen. Bring him down.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff again. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Look out! Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Looking for room. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey guys, from what I can see here on the Marshall sideline, this has been a really positive start for this transfer tight end. He came in with a lot of preseason hype, but he has delivered here in his first start. They have gone to him early and often, and he has lived up to all the hype. He's getting along with his teammates, joking, laughing down here on the sideline. This seems like it is a good fit for this team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough, even when the team isn't